So Christian, what are you going to show for this FIAC OVR? So you are a specialist of art brut, as we say in France, and that on the other side of the ocean, they call outsider art, right? So
yes,
you have today you have a net all over the world of people who help you to find this kind of artists that really valued today more than ever.
That's correct.
But you have a French touch of
yes,
outsider art. So what are you going to show?
Yes, I'm going to show works from all over the world. So there will be major examples of art brut coming from the United States, like George Widener, and artists like Guo Fengyi from China, and from Brazil, Marilena Pelosi, and also from Croatia with Janko Domcic, and a lot of these artists, and of course Carlo Zinelli, which is one of the masters of art brut since the 60s. He was discovered by Dubuffet, by André Breton.
Where is he? Where was he living?
He used to live in Verona.
Okay. And so what is the range of prices?
The range of prices goes from about 1,500 for a small drawing by Marilena Pelosi to more than 40,000 or 50,000 euros for a large work by a historical work by George Widener, or a huge drawing on silk paper by Guo Fengyi.
And do you think there's a new zoom on this field of the creation? More interest today?
Yes, definitely. There is more and more interest. And for instance, I forgot to mention the Cuban artist. It's a young woman called Miss Ledis Castillo Pedroso, and I represent her work since 5 years. And she was shown in a solo show in independent New York by beginning of last year. And she had a huge success because the booth was sold out. And so more and more people.
Well, what is she doing?
I lent some of. She's doing large bodies cut out and sticked on the wall with brown tape. And so it's very characteristic. And she doesn't talk, but she's building like a community whom she is communicating.
But she's still alive?
It's a very exciting. She's very young, yes. She's around 30. And so she has been shown in major exhibitions like at Bloom & Poe in Los Angeles. And there are more and more projects involving her work in the contemporary art field.
And why is it part of art brut? Why is she part of art brut?
Because she does produces her work completely out of the mainstream, and she hasn't intended to work to develop her art, to show it or to exhibit it, or she never tried to. What is important to her is to create these people, these figures, and to stick them all on all the walls in her own space.
Where does she live?
That's the main, in the suburbs of La Habana in Cuba.
And how did you discover her?
I went to Cuba several times, and I have many people there now looking for me to find some artists totally hidden from the market.
But after all, why to be dedicated to this kind of art, which is not a kind of art after all? Isn't it a ghetto?
It would be a ghetto if I wouldn't try to share it with a larger audience. And it's very important that this art, because I'm more and more interested in the contemporary art brut, And so I try to show what's happening outside of the mainstream, but I try to show it to a broader audience through partnerships with contemporary galleries, with exhibitions, curating, and of course doing major fairs.